So we move to question 13. Don says, how common in the universe is a mixed harvest for a planet of both positively and negatively oriented mind-body-spirit complexes? Now we're going into harvest. Ra says, among planetary harvests which yield a harvest of mind-body-spirit complexes, approximately 10% are negative, approximately 60% are positive, and approximately 30% are mixed, with nearly all harvests being positive. In the event of mixed harvest, it is almost unknown for the majority of the harvest to be negative. When a planet moves strongly towards the negative, there is almost no opportunity for harvestable positive polarization. How about that? We get into numbers of planetary harvests. I love the precision of Ra, and I just noticed this, I have to confess. I'm not sure why they even have to add this, but this is just them being so perfect and precise. Don's question is, how common in the whole universe is a mixed harvest for a planet of both positively and negatively oriented mind-body-spirit complexes? I mean, it was very precise, Don, right? Like, the harvest that yields positive and negative oriented mind-body-spirit complexes, how common is it? And Ra says that among planetary harvests which yield a harvest of mind-body-spirit complexes, and then he goes into the numbers, I think this is because second density is also a harvest, but it doesn't harvest mind-body-spirit complexes. It harvests mind-body complexes which are now endowed by the spirit. So to me, that's maybe why they said that among planetary harvests which yield a harvest of mind-body-spirit complexes. Like talking about specifically those, making implicitly that there are two different types of harvests or many different types of harvests. Maybe there is a harvest which doesn't yield in 7 density as the mind-body-spirit complex dissolves. So that graduation into 7 density is no longer a mind-body-spirit complex. Might be a mind-body-spirit complex totality beingness. I don't know. I'm just ranting at this point. I like to get into this stuff. I feel that sometimes there is a little bit of knowledge there, so don't blame me, please. Okay, let's get to harvest then. Approximately 10% of all, let's say, third density, right? Because that's where you get positive and negative. That's what we're talking about here. Let's be very precise, Ra, okay? We're talking about third density. Should have said that from the beginning. All right, so third density is the only one that actually yields positive and negatives. Because as I recorded recently in a video that is actually still in the board here, the choice. What is the choice? Go watch that video. It's very interesting. So approximately 10% choose the negative side, completely negative. Approximately 60% are positive. So more than half of the universe goes through the process of saying, hey, we're all one. Let's have fun. And then approximately 30%, or a third almost, are mixed, just like this planet. In the event of a mixed harvest, like this planet is, it's almost unknown for the majority of the harvest to be negative. I actually promised this was going to be at the end of the video. I think there is more to say about why we're polarizing towards the positive, but here you can see the first hint, or major hint, where Ra says that 30% are mixed, with nearly all harvests being positive. That is our planet. So the planet cannot polarize negatively. And that's what Ra says at the end. When a planet moves strongly towards the negative, there is almost no opportunity for harvestable positive polarization. This is not the case here on planet Earth. Believe it or not, despite what the news may tell you. And with the news, I also mean those Instagram accounts that are always showing all kinds of different things of the planet going. I don't think. Is there? I don't think there is. I just made that up. I know there is also in social media all kinds of disinformation, especially when it's going to get around this. 2024. Actually, speaking of 2024, for financial collapse. 2024 is going to be another interesting year because of, election. We may get some other health issue, which seems to happen on every election year. Maybe the news. Maybe we get news about it. Not sure if it actually happens. But I see I'm getting my hands dirty here. So when a planet moves strongly towards the negative, there's almost no opportunity for harvestable positive polarization. That is not the case here. Now, Don is interested in this and says, in question 14, can you tell me why there is almost no opportunity in that case? Ra says, the ability to polarize positively requires a certain degree of self-determination. So, really quick here, if you're in a negative polarized planet, trust me, there won't be any way for you to have self-determination. You won't be able to make a choice. And this is what you can see the mock-up that they did here on planet Earth. The elite thinking that they could actually polarize this planet to the negative, they decided to do this control. We have, it's still, the agenda is still in process because guess what? It provides catalysts for polarization, both positive and negative. And so, trust me, negatives are still here trying to polarize. That is the way in which we balance our planet. And the positive ones are those who are still dormant and will eventually wake up. Whether that be in death or in during incarnation. But they will wake up. It's inevitable. And so, yeah, this was the intention, to polarize the planet negatively by having everybody being controlled via a chip in your brain, which again, thank you Elon Musk for designing it. I have nothing against Musk. I just think that it's funny that now they're designing it. And yeah, by just social control, you won't be able to make decisions on your own. And you can even see this now. 2020 was a great year to show how people are still susceptible to manipulation, to influence. And if Simon says, then people follow, right? And so we're still playing that game of Simon says, and people follow, people play the game. So it'll take time. It's fine. We have time. I actually enjoy a lot this chaotic state of the world because that means that there is a lot of service to be provided and much more to be learned, not for individual purposes, but for the collective that we are. So much more to learn. Planet Earth, to me, is going to become a vast amount of knowledge and resources for the rest of the universe. As an example, we're making a huge example for polarization here.